He was a cigar maker when he got married, and then my father married in August of 1929.
This fossil is from the age of dinosaurs.
No, my father got married in September of 1929, and October of 29 was the crash in the United States, and it was the beginning of the Great Depression. Yeah, and my father was thrown out of work within months.
Oh, really?
Within months, he was out of work. He was not. Cigar making was falling off in them because it was being manufactured. All cigars in the beginning were made by hand.
Yeah, right.
But then, as machinery came in, and they were making them by machine, there was still a considerable numbers that were making cigars by hand. But he knew that the end was in sight to hand making cigars.
When did you marry your mom?
1929.
1929. Wow, so right at that Great Depression.
That's right. He was married in August of 29, but my mother's birthday was August 2nd, and she was married September 3rd of 29. August 3rd was when my mother was married. Her birthday was September 2nd.
Right.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, just for you at your age, who did you spend more time with, the Myers side or the Morris side? Or was it somebody?
Well, my father took me over there quite often, but because we went to St. Matthew's Church, we always we invariably landed on Sawyer Street at the time, because my grandmother only lived 3 or 4 streets from St. Matthew's Church off Elmwood Avenue. And I visited there a lot, but did not go up there on my own very much.
Right.
A few times I did, but I was usually with them.
Yeah.
And but my father took me many times over to Methil Street, and my Aunt Catherine came over one time and picked me up, and there was a birthday party, and I didn't know who it was for. And when I got over there, I realized it was Peter's birthday, and he must have been 2 or 3 years old, because my Aunt Catherine picked me up, and so I think it would have been about 1937. I was 7 and Peter was 3. Peter at that Thurston, Peter Thurston, and and she was so happy, and I remember a cake being on the table in the dining room when they had his birthday. And then after the party was over, she took me home. I remember her taking me home to Algonquin Street. Yeah, and then she brought over a lot of gifts at Christmas time and all. She was the most generous soul alive, you know.
Really?
Yeah. And when we were
who is this we were talking about?
My Aunt Catherine.
Your Aunt Catherine.
Oh yeah, she.
Right here, Aunt Catherine.
Oh, she was a treasure, and my mother admired her for the way she took care of her mother. She idolized her mother.
Oh, yeah. And so Catherine was the teacher.
Yeah. And they all loved their mother, but there was some that had a very special attraction to her. You know, Johnny Myers and Catherine Myers, and the others were all very good to her. But the 2 that were unrelenting would have been John and Catherine. They were on guard for her at every moment, you know, because Charlie Myers went down to Washington to work. But Charlie did. When I said that Johnny Myers did, he rode home frequently when he was away in Detroit. He wasn't there very long, only about 6 months. And those old letters were all filled with, Vincent's old enough to get the wood, Mom, don't you down to get wood for the stove.
Oh yeah.
And my father said he'd always say do it. And he said, "What is Billy doing to help out?" And his aunt said he was concerned what they were doing. But my father said, and my Aunt Judy also said the same thing. Everything he could, he sent home to the mother.
Wow.
And he'd rather starve than not send everything he could home.
Amazing time.
Yeah.
All knows what that is, don't you?
And
Well, John, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Steve.
I just noticed that the camera's up.
Yes, that's correct. We're going to take a right there.
The Wicked Queen.
State Street, yeah.
Just not right. Super Reader, which word?
But not yet. No.
Yeah, I
A
know.
little further. Wait a minute, I'll show you.
So this is where St. Patrick's would have been?
Yeah, yeah, okay. But the contour has slightly changed. But let me just see. Now, there's not much traffic, so. But okay. Oh, there's all meters along here. Wow. Oh, wait a minute now. A little further.
Let's read.
Oh,
The princess
a
lost
little
her
further. A little further.
in the pond. Okay, we need to complete this sentence. Right, Ryder, right. Super Reader, which word should we use to match the picture?
All right, you can park this first meter here.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. All right.
Well, we don't have to go out.
No. All right. Now look. Let me just.
The princess
Sidewalk is that side of the street,
Oh, yeah.
and the contour of the street changed recently. But the wall used to come. This street went straight across. It's a little differently now. Went straight across from there, right up here. But now they've got it. But the church. You can go down a little further if you want, Billy. The church would have been right about in here. Right about in here.
Oh, yeah.
This is where it was. Then, what they did, they had a school in the back. On that street. What was that street? I forgot now.
Hot Street.
No.
Would the Rhode Island Capitol have been built?
Oh yeah. Not when the church. Not when the original church.
Oh,
was
really?
there.
Not when? So not when they were married?
No.
Oh yeah. Down the hill.
Yeah. But turn right here. Now this corner, next corner, was where they built what they call the new St. Patrick's, a Gothic structure, and I think Gilbane. You gotta stop. Well, right. It's just a little further up. Here's where the new one was, Steve.
Wow. So they had two St. Patrick churches.
Well, it replaced the old one.
Yeah.
The old one was on State, right over where we were.
Yeah.
See where that hill is there?
And that's the one they were married in.
They were married in that church. When you see that church, the picture of it was right over there.
Wow.
Then they built the new one on this corner, and it was. Well, you may have to go up a little more, Billy. You see, the street went in here. It was next to this building. Registry. Yeah, registry. It actually followed that wall. You see that wall that's over there now?
Yeah.
Well, that was the street, was here. And the church was right about where the 2 is. You see the 2? The number plate? That's where the new St. Patrick was, and that was built about 1912.
Oh, wow.
See? But it was a beautiful structure. But
Take a shot at the State House.
Yeah, across from there. Now,
Little Bo Peep found her sheep.
now, here's something of interest. You know, the State House opened in 1900. Now, when my grandfather got elected in 1904, he went into this building.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It would have been brand new.
Brand new building, so to speak.
Yep.
And then he went back there, in 1907, and then he was right in the chamber, the House of Representatives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's good. Well, boy, imagine that you didn't even have to get out of the car to do that.
Yeah.
Now we'll shoot over to where?
West Clifford and Pearl.
Let's go. Next, we're off to West Clifford and Pearl.
You know, Academy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the original convent and school. See that peak on the roof there, that little C over there?
Oh, yeah.
Second building?
Yeah.
That was up, I think, before this one.
Oh, wow. So this was St. Xavier's where Mom went to school?
Yes.
So she came all the way from Woonsocket to Providence.
Yep, she did.
She did. Her and her cousin, Clifford.
Look at you letters. You found all of the letters in the word star. Let's give ourselves a you earned a sticker. Okay, we need to find all of the letters in the word cat. Do you see the
Did you
letter?
want to go? It's not. No, it's not here. It's a little further here. What is that one there, Billy?
Summer.
Summer Street. Yeah. Okay. Now the next one is like I think Lockwood. Is there a Hawkins? Oh, Haskins. Haskins. Yeah.
You found all of the letters in the word cat. Let's give
I know
ourselves
that's
a
not
big
it.
thumbs
But now
up.
is that Lockwood? Yeah. That might be Lockwood. Okay. This one is Pearl.
Okay.
Right here.
This is Pearl here.
Yeah.
We need to find
That's
all of the
Pearl.
letters in the word key. Do
You know when
see
you
the
they
letter
used to speak of the New England butt or something up a Billwork there, Martin Belliuto, long time ago. It was right on the other side of this. It was on Pearl, but the other side of the street, New England butt. Now this will give you a good feel. The contour of the street is exactly the same as what it was, the turn of the century. You know.
Yeah.
This is we're on Pearl Street. Okay. Now we're going to be very close to West Clifford, and I don't think it's. This would be Pine. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is, now they changed the contour. Pine was this way.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Well, now it's this way now.
Yeah, they went the other way. That's fine.
That's right. Now I think the next Clifford Street
Is the other one is next?
Friendship. This would be Friendship.
Oh, Friendship. All right. Okay.
Because the last time
Friendship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Now is the next one West Clifford? Would be West Clifford. Yeah. See this lot? Wait a minute. Is this is West Clifford? I think.
Yeah.
All right, Stephen.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where 110 Pearl was right at this corner.
Wow.
And it was, you see where that fence goes?
Yep.
That was just about the contour of that was the size of that lot. Can you go left here, Billy? Okay. Now, all right. Now,
So this backyard
you
almost.
see this fence here?
Yes.
That was just about the size of the lot. You can stop here.
Yeah.
See? Okay. And now, what happened was, you see where this dumpster is now?
Yep.
There was a little house that was here.
Oh yeah.
That was just where the original was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the after they were there was another lot where the cars are, and they had that one right next to this house. And there was someone named Ellen Lonigan, and this house I think is the house that may have been up in the this house could have gone up in 1845 or something. That's a very old house.
Yeah.
And that's the same one that's there when they were there.
Wow.
I'm quite sure it was a Lonigan. But you can see the name. But from the end of that house where the dumpster, that's exactly that corner. That's where they were.
Wow. That's amazing.
You can look back.
Yeah,
at this stuff.
I had it.
They're all new here. Yeah, I know it. Point Station was right over here. Yeah, yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Point Street, huh?
Fire
station right there.
Point Street Station.
So, and Dad, this was your first fire station?
Station, yep, where
Yeah.
that lot is. Yep.
Isn't